to our Waymaker series. Hold up your 3 fingers like this and show me your W for Waymaker. And say it with me on 3. 1, 2, 3, Waymaker. Now, if you didn't catch our last video, we talked about how Waymakers are people in the Bible whose lives prepared the way for Jesus. They were amazing. Now, by learning about these Waymakers, we will also learn so much more about Jesus. In the same way, we can learn how our lives point to Jesus as well. Are you ready to find out today's Waymaker? Give me a drum roll, please. It's Joseph. Through the life of Joseph, we are going to learn that God can turn around any situation, whether it's good or bad. He can turn it around for his purpose. Now let's see what happens in Joseph's Waymaker story.
Here is Joseph. Joseph was one of 12 brothers. He had a very large family. Joseph was special and so much different than his brothers. Jacob, Joseph's dad, loved Joseph with his whole heart. The Bible actually says that he loved him the most out of all of his other brothers. Joseph's brothers knew this, and it made them so angry. They got so mad and jealous that they decided to come up with an evil plan to get rid of Joseph. One day, they saw Joseph walking toward him and thought of a way that they would never have to see him again. They grabbed Joseph and tossed him into a large hole. They made him stay there by himself while they were eating dinner, and then they saw some men from Egypt riding towards them. Then the brothers' evil plan got even worse. They sold Joseph to the Egyptian men and hoped to never see him again. This was only the beginning of Joseph's story. He went through so many trials and hard times after this moment. He became a slave and then a prisoner, but through everything, he always trusted God and knew that God had a plan for him. Because he trusted God, God blessed him and turned every bad situation into a blessing that eventually placed Joseph into a place of high honor and power over Egypt. God even used Joseph to save his brothers. Here's how. After many years, he saw his brothers again. They had no food, and Joseph was the only one that had the power to help them. They were amazed to see how even though they intended to hurt Joseph, God turned around the whole situation to bless Joseph beyond his wildest dreams. Joseph was able to forgive his brothers for everything they had done to hurt him. He was able to save his family from starving and give them food to eat, along with thousands of other people. Because Joseph trusted God, God used him to save not only his brother, but an entire nation. Joseph lived out his days peacefully with God and happily with his family.
The story of Joseph's life is just amazing. Joseph was placed in a hole by his brothers and left for dead. But ultimately, he ended up saving not only them, but an entire nation when they didn't have any food to eat. But how does this point to the life of Jesus? Well, here is how. Jesus was crucified by his own people, and then he was placed in a tomb and left for dead. Similar to what Joseph went through, right? Well, it doesn't stop there. Just like Joseph got out of the pit and ended up saving an entire nation and even the people who put him there, Jesus rose from the grave and saved not only the people who crucified him, but the entire world as well. And that included you and me. Jesus has freely given us salvation if we choose to believe in him. How amazing is that? Joseph was a waymaker whose life pointed to Jesus because he first taught us that God can turn around any situation for his purpose. Thank you so much for watching today's preschool Bible lesson. I hope you enjoy learning about Joseph. Make sure to come back next week, but first, we're gonna memorize with Mel.
Hi guys, welcome to Memorizing with Mel. Who's been having fun learning Matthew 11:10? Awesome. Well, if you guys don't remember, I'll tell you what Matthew 11:10 is. And that is, I am sending my messenger ahead of you, and he will prepare your way before you. Now, do you guys think you can do it with me? Can we stand on up? Can we wiggle our hands? Can we wiggle our bodies? Oh, you guys are great wigglers. Okay, so who's ready to do the message with me? On a count of 3, we'll do it all together. 1, 2, 3. I am sending my messenger ahead of you, and he will prepare your way before you. Great job. Let's do it one more time. I am sending my messenger ahead of you, and he will prepare your way before you. You guys are doing such a good job. I'm so glad you're learning with me, and I can't wait to see you guys next week.